You're listening to Bluebird on Your Shoulder, three voices pushing back against Trump, MAGA, and the lies that make authoritarianism possible, facts over fear, process over power. Season 2.
Timu. Bing bong. Fuck my life. All right.
Did you see what I put up there?
Before I left about Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw you put Kyle Busch up there. I have no idea what the rest of the article says, so I didn't know there were any questions about how he died.
Well, mysterious death at 41.
He pooped on himself. What can I say? So, I guess that could be... Why would he die? Is he... I don't watch race carring.
He went in with a mysterious illness and then died a couple days later.
Well, hantavirus, huh? Fucking Ebola. I did see a plane got turned away today. A plane from France on its way to Detroit got turned away. Oh, it's because somebody from Congo was on it.
Oh. So, Ebola scare.
That motherfucker is about the only one that truly scares the shit out of me.
Right.
Start bleeding out of your fucking eyeballs. Right, either. Oh, let's get this out of the way. So next week will be 20. And that's like 70 some episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think after 20 it's break time.
You think so, huh?
Well, I have.
Well,
I'll be in
it'll
Florida.
be the week after school's out, so yeah. I mean, we can take a quick break.
Out. I got to go to Florida for a week, and I won't be able to do it because he's in a baseball tournament in Destin the week of the 23rd. I got lots of shit going.
That's June 23rd?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna be down in Florida as well.
Where the fuck are you going?
I'm going to Disney.
Oh. Yeah, so the week of the 22nd, I'm down in Destin.
Yep, I'm gonna be down. I'll be down in Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
Yeah. We're gonna run over to Tampa and hopefully see Davey one day.
St. Pete?
Yep.
Who you going with?
The kids.
Oh. So we could come back the 2nd, right before 4th of July.
Yep. Sounds good.
So we'll do the 28th next week, and then we'll take a month off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That works. That's about the same break we took last year, and that's good, because I can't deal with this shit anymore.
I know, right?
So it's fucking stupid. It's stupid.
This
right.
new
Get this.
This new bit that they're doing with the IRS.
I'm just getting it ready, making sure it's playing.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah. You see that we're already going, right?
You started it while I was gone? What kind of dick move is that? That's fucking wild. We're leaving it. Okay. You didn't even say it's Bluebird on your shoulder, so it's Bluebird on your shoulder. You fucking sneaky bastard. So we just brought up like 4 topics and a break.
Yeah,
so right. We're totally leaving it. We're not cutting it. I'm keeping it. It's rolling. We're rolling with it.
I decided that I would record our beginning because we always have something in there that's worthy of a clip or something. So
that's fair. That's fair, but we're riding it. So we're
All
gonna
right.
ride it up. We're gonna
Well, here we go.
dance revolution. So yeah, I guess we can go to Kyle Busch died mysteriously at 41
Yep.
years old. And it could be a
Yep.
virus, could be COVID too. Could
have been
it could be
COVID.
Hanta, it could be, pneumonia. It could be all kinds of fun things. And if they don't say it's pneumonia, then it's probably one of the other two. So
Yeah. Well, pneumonia is what kills you, but it's caused by something. So
listen,
I know you know. I know you
we
know.
do this science and medical thing.
We're talking to people here, not just each other.
Continue to act like facts matter into society. So
he was
he's
41 years old.
Yeah, big time NASCAR boy.
Yep. Yeah, so in really good shape, but
That's kind of weird. I'm with you. So
Yeah.
And then we definitely had the plane turned away because they thought it was very possible that we were gonna put ourselves in a position to accept somebody who may have been exposed to Ebola. And I don't know enough about Ebola to know if there's any kind of vaccine or didn't somebody catch Ebola at one point, like a doctor of ours, and then they brought him to the CDC and they gave him something that it's really hard and we don't have a lot of it, but we have it, and he ended up living? I do believe that was Ebola.
was that
It would have been some years ago.
would it be ivermectin?
If you're a mega voter, yes.
I mean, ivermectin does have applications. So
Yeah. At Brantley in 2014 treated successfully at Emory University Hospital. Nancy Wright Bull doing missionary work in Liberia, recovered in treatment in Atlanta, and Ian Crozier contracted Ebola in Sierra Leone and survived after intensive care. So it sounds like Brantley and Wright Bull were treated. Intensive support, monoclonal antibody therapies. Okay. All right. So, but the current, I'm not even going to fuck up that African word, strain involved in the Congo outbreak has historically shown roughly a 25 to 50% mortality rate, lower than the classic Zaire strain.
yeah, I've heard 40% quite a bit. So
yeah. Hold on, I gotta take this. I'll be right back.
all right. So let's see. I don't want to get into that one quite yet. So today, the Democrats came out with their autopsy of Kamala Harris's run for president, and they went through and kind of dissected it, trying to find out what went wrong. I have not had a chance to go through it yet. It just came out, so that's something that we'll be talking about. And then the thing that I want to talk about most right now is this $1.8 billion settlement that Trump has come up with for his latest grift against the American people.
I heard that about $1.8 billion. I definitely was going to bring that one up tonight.
Yeah.
I have returned. Work.
Always work.
Well, I had to make sure that wasn't a water heater or something. So it was a similar situation. They can't turn their online ordering off. They're not allowed.
So what we're talking about is a settlement fund to compensate Trump allies who believe that they have been politically prosecuted. And the the scary part about this is a small thing that they put in the agreement that says that the IRS cannot investigate or prosecute Trump, his sons, or his business at any point in time, now or in the future. It would end ongoing audits that they've been stringing out for over 10 years, and it would protect them from any kind of future schemes that they come up with.
Beat cops to death, get settlement.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not directly to death. I don't know. A lot of weird area there, but I know the cops say that's what happened, so I'll tend to believe them. I'll give the point to the Capitol Police who say that shit definitely happened. I saw the beatings happen. I know that happened.
Yeah.
So, because they do that never happened, and that's before AI could generate video like that, so I don't know
Right.
what I was watching. And the fact that I was watching live footage also blows my mind. And I wasn't even watching live news footage. I was watching live crazy J6 MAGA people streaming on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
and I mean there's testimony from all kinds of people.
well, those people aren't telling the truth. They were paid off by Soros, bro, obviously.
Of
bought
course.
Bought him a Malibu mansion. So, let's go Barbie. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy reality.
Here's the other article.
On what? Trump and his 1.8 billion. So they're calling it what, the anti-weaponization fund, and it's definitely tied to the lawsuit. Compensates victims of political targeting. It's a narrative builder.
Yes.
It's a narrative builder leading into the midterms. That's exactly what's happening here. So we know we're going to lose, so we got to start the bullshit now. So,
Yep.
100% 101. Yeah, the U.S. Senate pushes back. I imagine they would.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. That's crazy.
So, and because of it, they didn't sign the $72 billion funding bill to help fuel Trump's deportation campaign.
Yeah. So they did sign it or didn't sign it?
They did not sign it today.
Yeah, because he keeps doing things that if you're not stupid hardcore, right? If you're stupid hardcore, okay, cool. Like, you're probably going to just agree with anything. But if you're not stupid hardcore, things are starting to cause questions. Acting Attorney General, Trump's private lawyer. That's what his name is, right? Trump's private lawyer, Todd Blanche.
Yeah.
Blanche. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It sounds like it might be French. So
Douche is what I would call him. So
yeah, well, there's not many people in that administration that I wouldn't call that. So I have to leave that with what it is. So
at least some people that aren't going for re-election are, finally, speaking their mind instead of towing the party line.
No, for sure. And I think that maybe some of them will flip-flop now. Like, when we're going to bring that up, I'm still thoroughly shocked that Massey got primaried in Kentucky.
Yeah. Well,
but
and
also epically low Republican turnout.
Did you see that another Republican flipped on the war, ending Trump's ability to wage war in Iran?
I did not see another one flip. So what? We needed net 3, right? So now we need net 2?
No, I think that was enough, wasn't it?
No, because we had Fetterman, right, on the one side. No, that was the Senate, though, wasn't it? Was that something else we were talking about last week?
I think that might have been something else. This is to cut down the his run in Iran.
Oh, no, they did advance the resolution in the Senate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cassidy, Paul, Collins, and Murkowski flipped. And it was 50-47.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So it advances.
That's nifty. That's super nifty.
So four flips there.
To the fucking house, and they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. That's probably why some of them are willing to, flip. And
so a couple of those are pretty.
Paul is
independence. Paul is like Fetterman in a lot of ways, just on the other side. He's going to do what he thinks is right. Massey's the same way. Murkowski has always been purple.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know why people like Fetterman. I think he's a douchebag.
Yeah, we're gonna not get into John again, dude. He was less douchey before his stroke. He is more douchey post stroke, but
I mean, he supports this ballroom.
I think he just lives in the purplest state there is right now.
So do purple things, like focus on job growth and shit like that. Don't.
That's true.
Like, why does he even have an opinion on the ballroom other than it was, completely unnecessary to tear down an entire East Wing without at least getting public approval for it first? Anyways, I digress.
That's true. I mean, fuck it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the way he's going about it, but I'm kind of down for the ballroom. So just put it elsewhere. Does that make sense? Not right next to the White House.
Oh no, it's too late. It's being built right now.
I'm fully aware, bro. I'm just saying. I'm not against I'm way more against the Oval Office looking that gaudy than I am the ballroom. Even though the ballroom's going to be gaudy, but then it can be changed when the next person comes in and become more stately.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting concept. But yeah, he is successfully primarying people, but I think the bigger storyline here is the turnout is abysmal. Even comparatively to other Republican midterms in the same districts.
Right.
It's telling me a majority of Republicans are refusing to vote.
Right, because they know that they're wrong.
Democratic turnout is higher in these midterms, so I don't know. I don't know if Kentucky has open midterms like Indiana does, where you can just go in and choose.
They're closed.
They're closed. Okay, so the Republicans just aren't voting.
Yeah,
and that's still good for us. I mean, Kentucky? We have is it a Senate race? That Charles Booker, not Cory Booker, Charles Booker.
Yeah.
And now that I say that out loud, are they brothers?
No, I don't think so.
That's crazy. No, they're definitely not known to be related. So, Kentucky Progressive Democrat. Cory Booker is distantly related to RuPaul. I did not know that. So
that makes sense.
That's really interesting. There's some similarities there. Yeah, there is some similarities there. So that's kind of crazy. But
still
no, not
Corey.
So Booker's running, and if the midterms are going to have this kind of turn on the Republican side, my best case scenario will be dwarfed if Republican turnout's going to be this low and only the MAGA base is going to show up. My best case scenario will look like it was the worst case scenario. So
you're gonna see some major influx of funds trying to drum up people's, outrage to get them out. Or, these Republicans are still gonna vote party line, but they want to do so under the radar, so they didn't vote in the primary.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not against it. I hope not. I hope that we get ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
I'm hoping for a record turnout for Democrats, and we see a lot of blue flip. So because that would really signal that the messaging is going right. I did bring up that blah, 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 blah. The Democrats started bringing up it's yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
It's autopsy of the Harris race and what went wrong there.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, so they just
They
released
had to
that
do
today.
an autopsy of everything. They had to just say everything. Everything.
Five key takeaways is what they're
Five
talking.
key takeaways. What was takeaway number one? Pull them up. What are these takeaways?
There we go.
We're going to see if I agree with the Democratic Party. It doesn't always happen. So, okay, 5 key takeaways from why she lost to the most unelectable person in history.
Zero mentions of Gaza. That
that
was a complaint that I had. Yep. I was really
happened.
Yep. And Biden wasn't willing to touch that subject either. So I was that was definitely something that I was very much against when it comes to the Democrats.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
So the IMEU policy project survey showed that Gaza was a top issue for people who voted for Biden.
Oh no, that definitely was very apparent. So I think for me, the number one issue was the fact that you didn't give me an option.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still did my thing. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't give me an option. You didn't let me.
And the the decline that Biden had was part of that whole thing. And I know the Republicans love to harp on the fact that that Harris stole the nomination.
Right.
It's not exactly
No,
what happened.
She didn't steal it. They handed it to her.
Well, yeah, because those are the rules. Them's the rules, man. So
yeah, 100%. But I do believe that they should have. You know what I'm saying? Like we should have had a primary process. He should have dropped out sooner. I put that on him and his team. If you're not going to run, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
He said himself he was going to be a one-termer.
He did, and then they were pushing him to do it. And so he said he would, and then realized that he didn't have the steam for it. So
correct.
Yeah,
you said you were going to be a one-termer, dude. Like you knew it. You should have stuck with it and gave us a vigorous primary to put a candidate who could run against him up against him.
And that's why he did.
Kamala in the right world could have had she had more than 90 days.
Yeah. It was I think it was like 101 days or something like that.
Okay, pretty much 90 days.
Yeah, exactly
so
right.
Plus 11. My bad. Did I do the math on that right? I did. I'm proud of myself. So I think one of the other things that I talked about it before, and I think that Trump, I think that's horseshit. That Biden didn't support Harris. I think everyone who would have voted for Biden again voted for Harris for the most part. Like all the older Democrat voters that voted for Biden absolutely voted for Kamala.
Sure.
And I'm pretty sure that's the only people that his support could have swayed.
Yeah.
So I disagree with that. I do agree with
Trump
used
wasn't
alternative media way better.
Oh yeah.
It was the podcast,
Yep.
Like
the Harris campaign just never had time to organize themselves and select, people that would have brought a younger, fresher look to the campaign. You know,
for sure.
So and they did not sell this part well. The not Trump approach did fail. It was not their. That was already stated. Like anybody that didn't like Trump wasn't going to vote for Trump. You needed to policy him out of the way, and they weren't able to do that.
True, for sure. They lost a ton of men too. And Latinos. They lost Latinos like
The
wildfire.
Latinos really, really, really boggles
So
my
the
mind.
Latinos blew my mind, but however, I've been in enough situations where I wonder if that's a racial thing. Because there's definitely a lot of animosity there. That I've seen live and in person. Um,
From what?
Brown and black don't tend to get along. So
Yeah.
Latino, yeah, I've seen it in
Yeah,
a lot of restaurant situations.
but the anti-immigration
No, I
affecting
don't
the
think they,
Latino vote.
I don't think that they understood what was going to
Yeah.
happen. I think because he's a bunch of bluster, right, on a regular
Well,
basis.
and
I don't think they understand he was going to actually be a lunatic. So, and I think they sold Project 2025 too early.
yeah.
I
You
think
mean
if
Harris?
if they hold that to like 2 weeks before the election and let it
Yeah.
get hot right before the election, I think that could have helped them a lot.
Yeah.
And that I
Well,
don't
and
think is in there.
either that or they needed to really bullet point it and spell it out to the everyday voter because
Yeah,
if you look
tell them
at
to read it.
yeah, well, you can't just tell them to read it. You have
That's what
to
I
bullet
said.
point that shit. Oh,
That's what I
my
said.
bad.
Instead of just telling them to read it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because people don't read.
Don't read.
You should put that shit on audiobook for them.
No, then they would fall asleep to it.
I don't know, bro. It reads like an episode of the fucking Handmaid's Tale. I'm not sure they'd fall asleep to it.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know, man. I think you need the red dresses in order to sell that. So otherwise,
those are dope, dude.
yeah,
I love that I see women walk around in that. So at concerts, at
yeah,
metal festivals, dude, they're everywhere. It's dope.
that's awesome.
I love it. Live your greatest life. It's
So yeah,
fantastic.
then the transgender, kind of that whole thing.
That definitely did not help.
They should have dismissed that as fear mongering instead of like really like trying to open that box and point out itemize like this isn't a big deal or we should support these people. Why? And we absolutely should, but the you can't feed into a fearmonger's
Where he's winning.
where he's drumming up that.
Right. The polls and the responses are saying he's winning this argument.
Yep.
So bail out of the argument.
Yep, exactly right.
So, that's, and I mean, in one way, I understand staying strong and staying fierce for what you believe in. I'm here for that, but not at the price of an election.
Well, and again,
you can stay out of the argument and then do the right thing when you're elected.
right, exactly.
So,
and when it's less than 1% of the nation, it's
right.
it's something that needs to be handled in policy, but not and with attention to the right areas, mental health and and then where it occurs in school and things. I will say that Republicans aren't wrong when they're seeing a large uptick in confused teenagers that are hopping on the transgender bandwagon, and and being in a fairly progressive area of the state with a very diverse school system. I'm seeing quite a bit where there is more than 1% of kids that are exploring that, and that's way outside of the norm across the nation. So I do see where the concern is being fed oxygen, and
Yeah.
and the fact that it's not very well understood, qualified, or explained is also causing issues for, the sane side of things. I know that, there are plenty of my friends who, well, I mean, we know of one that really, didn't care about or care for the transgender argument by the Democrats, and it, you know, shook his faith quite a bit. So
You just had to find a way to put that in there, huh?
yeah, well,
Yeah, you had to find a way to put that in there. I'm over here like, you dirty motherfucker. So, for the people who don't know, it wasn't me. Oh, it wasn't me. I understand the political failure of it, but I agree with the principle behind it.
yeah, absolutely.
Dude, people are people. End of story. So
Boo.
that's
Boo
kind
people.
of my.
Boo people.
People do suck, but people are people. Everybody has a right to be whatever the fuck they want. What's that got to do with me? So,
well, as long as it doesn't have anything to do with me or mine.
Whatever floats your boat and wakes you up in the morning, man. Paddle that shit down the river. So, Senate fight over ICE and immigration funding. It's getting pretty intense. Yeah. Rivers and boats. You disappeared. Look, you done push buttons. You done pushed buttons.
Visual effects? What? Too much strain on your hardware.
Broke it.
What?
This is hilarious.
Can you not see it? Can you see the article?
He left. I have no idea what he was going to bring up. None at all. Not at all. So I do think that we will talk about the EPA dysregulating things.
Created a whole new track.
They're talking about taking rollback of refrigerant regulations. Changes could save consumers and businesses, they say, $2.4 billion. They tied that deregulation to grocery price and inflation messaging. It's refrigerant. I'd have to see the hard numbers on that. It's kind of a wild strategy, in my opinion. The White House continued linking environmental deregulation to consumer affordability, but they've been deregulating everything and nothing's getting cheaper. So that's more crock of shit. Definitely cross. You see why I need a break in my life, because it's just crock of shit after crock of shit after crock of shit after crock of shit, and it never ends. And it's not going to end until he's gone. So a couple more years, 2.5. Hello-ish, a little over that.
Hello. What the fuck?
Petition is increasingly being used to justify technology and economic policy by the Trump administration. So,
hello.
It's interesting. He came back saying he won, but doesn't seem like that be the case. Nope, he's completely gone now. Now it's just me. It's me and the picture show. So it's very exciting news. It's like, bye, Miss American Pie. He drove his Chevy to the levee and now he's gone. This happened to me one day too, though. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. I just was thinking.
Was I not there the whole time?
You were not there, though. You went to share whatever you went to share, and you were gone. And I talked about a whole separate topic all by myself. I heard every bit of it, except for the last 5 seconds. It's very exciting. You're frozen now. Now you're going to disappear again.
No, you're frozen.
I'm sitting here singing Bye-Bye, Miss American.
What's going on
here? Pop back up. Dude, this freeze frame is excellent. Everyone should check out the YouTube version one that's of this on now? Just to see your goofy ass
Because I was going to bring up the...
Well, it's saying I don't have a
what is going on?
Connection now. That's crazy.
Yep, there you are. Did you go somewhere that time?
Yeah, my internet got unstable. I don't know what you sent over to my internet, but you better cut it the fuck out. That's some bullshit, bro.
I think that we might have...
You know what? We're on it, bro. They know we're here, dude. Yeah. They're fucking with us now.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, they're zooming us, bro. They're hitting us with the ray guns, dude. The internet ray guns.
Yep. Probably because I was going to bring up Israel.
Yeah, of course you were going to bring up Israel. Least shocking topic of the day.
So they have released the people that were taken prisoner during the flotilla when they tried to
Oh yeah,
ship
okay, I
aid.
remember. Yep.
So um, so they've finally been released, and there has been some video that's been released of the treatment. One of the main organizers of the flotilla also put statements together describing the poor treatment that they received from the Israeli forces. Yeah, so that's awesome.
No, that's definitely awesome that they let people go that probably shouldn't have been imprisoned in the
Yeah,
first place. So that's kind of nifty that you let people go that shouldn't be in prison.
Yep. So
So
Ben
we're finding
Green's video
ourselves in
of
a
abused flotilla
yeah.
activists reveal a state so accustomed to impunity that it documents its own cruelty, even against Westerners.
Yeah. I definitely want you to jump in on the fact that they keep saying things are economically healthy, but they've been doing them and they're not working. Like deregulation is good for the consumer. What consumer are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because you've been deregulating shit the whole fucking time and nothing's cheaper.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, maybe something is cheaper, and I don't know that it's cheaper because I don't purchase that, but I'm pretty sure nothing is fucking cheaper.
I've not seen anything get cheaper that I can mark. Like even things that are made here, even completely, milled in Canada, brought down here, nothing.
Yeah, so has there been some more universities versus Trump? They're escalating the conflict of Harvard mainly? They're taking on Harvard some more.
Oh, are they? I haven't
So
heard that part.
yeah, so he done got whooped up by Harvard a couple times there, and Harvard doesn't really give a shit about your money. So
Yeah.
Israel pushes for war amongst, but its options may be limited. So they want to fight Iran.
Yeah. Well, they want to fight everybody.
So I saw it. I saw a TikTok that was pretty funny. It's definitely distasteful, but it was pretty fucking funny. So it was a Middle Eastern man that said it's Iran and Iraq, not Iraq and Iran. And then somebody stitched he said it's Iran and Iraq and not Iran and Iraq.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Well, no, so he did that, and then this dude stitched in, and there was the picture of the Twin Towers, and he goes, "These were buildings, not landing strips." So I fucking lost it, bro. So because I have a dark sense of humor, bro, and I was just like, if there was a perfect stitch to that, it was that right there. It was that these are called buildings, not landing strips. So that's very American, racially motivated war shit, but I do have some American blood in my veins. It does happen. And then some of the top comment was though, dude, they got you fooled because your government did that to yourself. So, and I was like, there's some plausibility there too.
Yep.
Like, I don't think it's been proven. I don't think there's enough to prove it. I think there's actually enough to disprove it, but like, I don't know, man. The only part that's never, and it has been, I've read the MIT reports and such, and because we're on the topic, I've never understand why the buildings fell and it looks like a fucking demolition implosion.
Demo.
Yeah, like I've watched a lot of buildings get demoed because it's fucking cool.
All right.
For a long time.
When there's
in my
thousands
life.
of people in it.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, when they're getting correct.
I also have a dark sense of humor.
Yeah. Minus the bodies. So, but the way they came down was very, very reminiscent. And no one's ever explained to me how Building 7 went down. It didn't get hit. Mm-hmm. So how'd it go down? And those buildings imploded and they went straight, they pancaked, blah, 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 blah. There's, once again, video footage.
Looks a lot like charges going off.
Yeah, sure did. So that's the one thing that I read all the reports and they explained it all, and
yeah.
But I'm not an engineer. I'm not a mechanical engineer. I'm not any kind of engineer. I'm not a chemical engineer. I understand basic physics and basic chemistry, so that part made sense. You know, I understand thermodynamics to a pretty good degree. Um, so I understood that part, but really look the same as when they're taking Las Vegas hotels down. That's all I'm saying. So, which brings up to I'm on a conspiracy trip. The Las Vegas shooting that just nobody ever heard about again,
Yeah.
where that many bullets came out of one guy hopping between window to window, and you're saying it was these guns, but I absolutely heard a belt-fed machine gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely heard a belt-fed. Oh, like that motherfucker was a rock.
Yeah.
I was like,
Except
I know what
there was only
you know what those sound like better than I know what those sound like.
Yeah.
You've shot them.
There was only 50 people dead. I mean, that's when you have
50 is a lot of people. Maybe not out of that crowd size.
not that crowd size, not with that type of weapon. You know.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
You know,
it's a
because
mower.
they're basically
it's a mower.
You know, they're basically fish in a barrel at that point. So
but they were definitely fish in a barrel,
Yeah.
bro. But that just kind of like this is what happened and faded off into the Neverland, bro. When it ever fades off into the Neverland, I'm kind of like,
especially
So that
because
goes. That's because I read
any dissection of the guy that
Yeah.
perpetrated it.
correct.
You know?
What the fuck did he do it for?
Yeah.
So, and then, I mean, I read Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper when I was a teenager. That's probably the first conspiracy. And it made me believe that, true, not true, the government's capable of things. And I've known people in power not in government to do some royally fucked up shit to stay in power. So nothing would shock me. But yeah, I do want to pivot back to the elite universities are now a cultural and political symbol. They were always a cultural symbol, but now they're a political symbol. They stand for non-authoritarian.
Well,
rights.
that's why he's been trying to demonize higher education for his entire time because they're smarter than he is, and because he wants to.
So's my left toe.
Yeah. And because he wants to demonize, free thought, because fear mongering is what has gotten him elected, what's kept him elected, and allowed him to, grift an entire world.
Grift. This dude. I wish I would have made a MAGA account on Twitter like 6 years ago and just started posting woo, I love Trump, dude. I would have some money.
Yeah, right.
So I puke in my fucking mouth every day. So I have to retweet people that I fucking absolutely positively would flick off if I saw in person. So, like, I wouldn't start shit. I'd just flick you off. Like, dude, fuck you, you're a worthless piece of shit. So, I would actually want to know if we ever did start shit with these people, though. Do you actually believe it, or is it financial? Look, I've never hated anybody's game hustle. I've never hated anybody's hustle. So, unless that hustle involves, like, trafficking children.
Hurting other people.
Which I've never known anyone's hustle to be trafficking children. So I would have absolutely turned them in. Because this is a public podcast, so that's what I have to say. I totally would have turned them in. I would have called law enforcement. And let law enforcement take care of it. So
law enforcement would have gotten to taking care of that.
Correct. 100%. So definitely not a river in Fort Wayne. So, but I've never hated anybody's hustle. So if your hustle is to fucking feed off of, I mean, he got elected off the ding dongs. So if you want to make money off the ding dongs, I mean, hey, PT said it, dude. Sucker born every minute, and they all voted for Trump.
Yeah.
So,
as long as you don't send them to attack the Capitol during a free and fair election process, then no.
So I know that I'm going to bring this topic up real quick, and I'm not 100% sure the legality behind it. I'm pretty sure I can say whatever I want because I have no financial background whatsoever.
I just have to be careful about housing advice.
So, but I think crypto is their next move. They're going to go in. They've been talking a lot about fintech and blockchain and stablecoin payment systems. They've been talking a lot about it. It's picking up steam in the administration. So I think crypto's going to starting to heat up a little bit. And its natural cycle, it should start getting hot soon. But I think if they're going to start throwing a lot of words in there and this and that my crypto portfolio is going to go back to where it was.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because it is way far away from where it was.
I lost like 30%.
30? Shit, dude.
Yeah.
I lost more than that. Well, I didn't lose it.
Right.
I still own all the crypto.
Yeah.
So I just, leave it there. But I don't play in super stable situations. You know what I'm saying? Like Bitcoin and Ethereum. No.
I've got all those staked.
So. I like meme coins.
No.
So hey, listen, bro.
They're all losing.
I don't do scratch offs or play table games in the casino, bro. But in crypto, it's funsy, bro. It's funsy. Come on, I built a bot that trades it for me. So, and it's successful. Well, at least when it was hot. I don't use it because it's not hot. But yeah, and I think that the reason that they are going that way is because you can hide money better, though.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to launder money through crypto that's deregulated or not regulated. Okay, I shouldn't say deregulated.
Or through airplanes or hotels or...
No. You're talking about presidential gifts. I misspoke. Presidential grifts.
Right. Or it's easy to hide money in, trade right before you announce that you're going to go to war with a country.
It said that it will hit in 4 waves. Nobody needs 4 waves, dude. Unless it's going to spike my property value. If it's going to spike my property value, cool. So maybe I'll sell out. Like, somebody give me $700 for it, I'll sell today.
Right.
We'll go buy another one. You got time. So we'll go find us a new one.
So this is really where we need to be laser focused on who is responsible, because this is going to last until the next presidential election. And the next presidential election is going to be very motivated by the economy. So
yeah. So
when we start seeing, these things, this is going to be the talking points. The Democrats will have an easy way to make it look really good in the next presidential election. So it's theirs to lose at this point. 30% of global ammonia exports and 35% of global urea exports, the bulk of which are routed through the Strait of Hormuz, is being disrupted right now. This is all fertilizer for growing crop. All right, there's a concern that we could end up with a huge food recession, which would, cause starvation across all kinds of poor nations.
That's fair. So let's say something crazy happens, which is not going to happen. It's simply not going to happen. But let's say we take 2/3 and 67 votes in the Senate. It's not going to happen. You think we impeach everybody one at a time?
I think that they have positioned JD without Trump's support specifically for that contingency, so that he can.
You don't think we'll boot him too?
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. If we took 2/3 and 67, then nothing stops us.
I don't think that we would.
You don't think they do the whole admin?
Nope.
And go to the judges and everything?
Nope.
So You think they just take out Trump and be
They
done?
just take out Trump, and then they would
Let JD ride?
and then they put JD on a short leash. You know,
Do you think that that's to avoid a war?
I think that's yes to avoid an implosion of American society, because at that point we lose too much confidence in the federal government.
Democracy. That's
So
fair.
then the elections are viewed as suspect, which has already been cast doubt upon by
No.
liars and grifters.
Well, because they're not real. The elections aren't real either. UFOs are more real.
we actually got a lot of action on our UFO posts
We
from
did get
last
a lot
week.
of action because fucking people like aliens, dude. I like aliens too. And you really thought they should come here and openly say we come in peace, which will forever blow my mind because we like killing.
Yeah.
So that's something that we tend to do on a regular basis.
We definitely feel fear about anything that we don't understand.
That's so factual. But yeah, no, okay, I see what you're saying there, and I would tend to agree with you on that bullet line. Like, if you impeach everybody, now I think if you impeach him, the cabinet members leave on their own. I will say that most of the judges
would clean house.
Most of the judges he's appointed actually vote against him on a regular basis.
Except for there are
Supreme
some
Court
weird
ones?
votes that are cast in SCOTUS that I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're so willing to,
Racism.
Yeah.
I think that's that old white man shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be real about it. I think that's that old white man shit.
Including the black man.
I can't say it, but they got a word for that.
Yeah.
So it's their word. They came up with it. But they got a word for that definitely was alive and well during the civil rights movement. So spinning some movies.
So I really like this. This as kind of a what I'm building up towards with that discussion, as well as the midterm and the next presidential election cycle. We're now seeing a large shift away from supporting Israel, which is, I think, some of their motivation around wanting to expand right now, because they see a fading support from American voters. 84% of Democrats and 57% of Republicans between the ages of 18 to 49 have an unfavorable view of supporting Israel monetarily. And that's up, let me do some math here. 30 points on the Republican side and 10 points on there's a spider right there. Oh.
Yeah. That's what you get for always bringing up Israel. Now they're sending fucking spiders.
Yeah, they're sending fucking micro spiders.
Yeah, I don't know how spiders live in your house. You have like 900 reptiles in your home. You have 900 reptiles and they're not good enough.
Yeah,
they're not good enough.
I feed them too much. That's why.
Yeah, well, you need to chemical your house like I do. Bro.
No, I can't. Then the bugs would get the chemicals, and the chameleons would get reptiles.
I chemical the outside. I chemical around the foundation on the outside.
Yeah, most of these spiders came in and now they're here because they can eat what gets away.
No, 100%. But no, I didn't, dude. Once I chemical the outside last, no spiders, dude. And nope. I've seen a few recently though. Not fun.
Yeah.
So 10 out of 10, not fun. But no, Israel is overwhelmingly unpopular because they're doing overwhelmingly unpopular shit.
Genocide. They're committing genocide.
I know Mandy Buchanan. Like, he was in Criminal Minds. The first 2 seasons, I do believe. No, this is the first season. He was the first season only. He played maybe it was 2. He played a really influential character. He's pretty well known. He came out a while back, absolutely railed Israel around. I never, ever, ever think he brought up a couple people in his family that were Holocaust that they would ever think that I would live to see the day where we
Yeah.
became
Oh, I
the
remember
one
that.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, became the one doing it.
Yep.
I mean, he kept it 1,000. It's what's happening.
I've
It's
said
what you're
it.
doing.
I've said that exact thing.
Dude, you say so much fuck Israel shit. Who could pay attention? No.
Oh.
So I've never really been pro or con Israel. I've always wondered how the little country had so much support from us. I have always wondered that.
I mean, I understood the support that we gave them, in order to create a whole new country, but I didn't realize
No,
how
that
much
part, yeah.
armament we
Yeah.
were giving them and how little they really needed it. Like, the amount that we give them just does not match the amount of aggression that they get. Pretty much they have been the aggressors every time we've seen conflict
Yeah.
like this, except for terrorist type of events, like what happened to start this last war. So, 100 and some people were killed, and a bunch of people were taken hostage, and now there's 40,000 people dead. It just doesn't even out. So,
No, 100%. It really don't even out, and I don't know if it ever will even out.
oh,
So,
well, here
and they're nutty, dude. They're doing nutty people shit.
I was a
So
little bit off in my numbers.
you were a little in your numbers. We're gonna blame it
Jesus.
on we're gonna blame it on the spike. Yeah, I'm just in your numbers. Are you sure that's where it ends? But hey, whatever. Listen, it's your story. You get to tell it. So you said I'm a little bit off in my numbers. Yeah, that's where you're a little bit off in your numbers.
More than 72,775 Palestinians have been killed.
Well, it's a lot of fucking people. Now I need to know how many were there.
I think that there's about, I want to say like 2 million in the area, something like that. Clicking is very loud tonight.
I'm typing heavy. I bowled yesterday and my arm hurts.
Aww.
So, I don't bowl. It's not my thing. So, but we had a little workouting. So 72.7, right? That's what you said, right?
72.7. 5.7 million people live in the state of Palestine. That includes the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and Gaza. So
the population of Gaza was approximately 2.2 to 2.3.
Yep. And West Bank was 3.3 to 3.5.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to a point here. So 3.5%. So 3.5% have been murdered, if the numbers are right. So that's wild.
Yeah.
Bro. That's a wild number.
3% of America would be...
We doing big math now.
3 million,
I need help.
10 million people. 10 million people.
Would it be 10 million?
Yeah.
$11.2 million. So 11.2 million. That's a wild number.
Yeah. And we thought that losing 3,000 American soldiers was a lot in Iraq.
Right.
So.
Okay, so we're at 3.5. Pol Pot was at 25%.
Who what?
Pol Pot? Cambodia? Pol Pot? Dude, bro, you're too smart to not know who Pol Pot is. I'm going to refuse to accept you.
I just don't understand what you're saying, I think.
So he killed shitloads of people. It was like 20 to 25%. Yeah, there we go. See, tracking. Like you said, it's your numbers. They're slightly off. So So September 11 was 0.001%. The American Civil War was 2.5%.
Right.
The Rwandan genocide was 11.
And that was
the Syrian Civil War was 500K, was around 2%. The Bosnian genocide during the Bosnian War, for people old enough like us, was 2.5%. So that's proportionally greater than the American Civil War. Like, it's a good
our
comparative
population was a
numbers.
lot smaller than let's see that. What was the population?
Well,
Had to have
so
been a little
in the
bit
American
more.
Civil War, it's 620 to 750,000 deaths out of 31 million.
31 million people?
31 million.
Yeah. There we go.
So it gave me the facts and figures.
Yeah. So they were 6 times bigger than us. Or we were 6 times bigger than them at that point.
Backwards, bro. Yeah. So, yeah. No, and that's there, but we support it. So, and that's the weird thing is, like, all the Gaza people, we brought this up, right? That Gaza was a big topic. So you didn't vote for her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not doing anything to help them, which we openly said he won't. And he's doing all kinds of other fun things.
Yeah.
At the same time.
And he's taking away from the focus. I think that was part of the reason why Israel wanted us to start throwing stuff at Iran, was so that it would take the focus off of their genocide of the Palestinian people, as well as give them the excuse to go into Lebanon, where they have taken miles of land.
Lebanese territory.
Yeah. So,
well, that's theirs too. I thought you knew, bro. I thought you knew the rules to this game. All you have to do is hide it behind your back and say mine.
Right.
That's all you have to do. And then you get to have it, bro. It's like they didn't learn to share their Tonka trucks and their blocks when they were kids.
Yeah, and so, and if you think about it as in that context, where Israel is the reason why we're doing all of this, then the reason for his, dude, do you see that man's belly button? I'm sorry.
Holy moly, he's got a hernia, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, maybe it's just an Audi, so I don't want to be a complete hater, but I'm pretty sure that's a fucking hernia.
Yeah, that's a hernia. But this makes a lot more sense if you think about it in that context, where he is going between diplomacy and threats based off of the confusion that he's getting, or his ability to understand instructions from somebody other than himself.
Well, you could be right 100%. I just write that off as rhetoric. And that's what he does. He does rhetoric. So, because he's a job and a half.
He's so yes, his rhetoric is one where he has developed the habit of supporting and not supporting something at the exact same time, in the exact same sentence.
That's true.
The whole, we need to march peacefully to the Capitol, and we're going to break down the doors, and we're going to, make them listen. The speeches that have both violence and peace, and support and not support, and all of that. He is very good at that. It makes it so that nothing can be pinned on him, and he never has to take responsibility for anything.
Sounds like the people we knew.
Yeah, well.
Just saying. .com/things. So, but it's okay to pay high prices now. He's president. Thought you knew that.
Well, Americans
it's okay.
Have to tighten up sometimes in order to...
It's okay to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and still get fucked. It's okay to support genocide. It's okay to argue that these sections of democracy are horseshit. And it's definitely okay to take your toys and go home when you lose. So, fuck, dude, these people suck, dude. I'm so burnt out. I'm so I haven't really, I hopped on the Twitter the other day, and I hadn't been on so long, and I was like, I don't remember saying any of those things. And then I was like, oh, it wasn't me. I definitely didn't say those things. It was him. So, like, no, for sure. Because I was like, I've been not really, I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't, right? So, like,
Oh,
there.
and you are, I thought you were just being funny or exaggerating, but you're
I told
not.
you.
Like the
I told you,
stupidity is
bro.
at a whole nother level.
It is a thunderdome of fuckerry.
Yeah. And they
So,
think that they're coming back with something, quippy or something, and it,
it's cute.
and they don't even know
So,
what they're talking about. Like they're not even making a point. They're just, they're just saying, "Oh, I dismiss you because you disagree with me."
no, well, because you're a crazy libtard.
Yeah.
And you're, I can't say that. Okay, I stopped.
Yeah, you
Stopped
can.
myself.
Oh.
No, no, can't say that one. So we're gonna leave that one alone. YouTube might not publish the episode.
Yeah.
So,
And actually that kind of brings us to what we were gonna the break that we talked about. I think that I'm going to spend half that time looking at the other podcasts that we want to put together, and we'll be and I'll be putting
it's
together
coming.
some
It's
stuff
coming.
to announce on that when we come back.
It's coming.
Yep.
So it's definitely coming. So if you don't want to do it, I'm doing it by myself.
Oh,
So I don't care. That one will be fun.
right.
So, well, there will come a time where I think that we
This
will
will be
run
more fun.
into. No,
No.
talking shit about Trump's pretty fun.
Yeah.
At least for me. I think there will come a time because this is pretty much an anti-Trump podcast, more or less. So maybe we can pivot into pure politics, but I don't think we need weekly episodes.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. The episodes will definitely get down under 40 minutes where we want them.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We won't go hours, and we don't need 4 episodes a month. Like maybe one a month for an hour will be okay, because like things will be somewhat normal and not move so goddamn fast.
I know.
So we can't put high speed rail in this country, but we can definitely put high speed politics. I have learned that. Golden toilets and golden escalators, and that's what it took. So, but okay, next week. Next week, you're not starting this motherfucker without me knowing either. I'm not even coming in here till I'm ready. So, but no, we will enjoy ourselves next week because I'm sure that more things are going to happen because things happen every hour of every day.
It is unrelenting.
So,
that is for sure.
it is very unrelenting. So, excellent.
And hopefully my title this week is something that we don't have to talk about any further. So, because a pandemic would just top this cherry off, wouldn't
I'm leaving.
it? Yep.
I'm out. I'm done. I'm not doing it. I'm done.
Yep. I'm definitely going to Disney World.
I'm not even going to Disney World, bro. I'm out. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm just leaving. I'm gonna find an island somewhere and I'm done. So I'm not doing. I've lived through enough historical once in a lifetime
events. Yeah.
Yeah, I've lived through like 12 of them now. I'm cool. I'm extra cool. Oh, excellent. Until next week, Bluebird, your shoulder. Exciting.